I have not picked up a colorway of these just yet. This is my first one. We have reviewed the shoe previously, but I just feel like they did these way better than any of the other previous drops. Hey, what's going on everybody? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown on the Nike Air Alpha Force 88. Originally worn by Charles Barkley, but currently promoted and marketed by Billie Eilish and sometimes Michael Jordan, depending on the colorway. The red ones to be specific. This shoe right here is kind of like a cult classic. I think that they are just a really nice looking shoe. There's been a few things on the previous releases that I just haven't loved, so I never ended up copying a pair personally, like the white and reds and the white and black, both of which are original colorways just like this one. They were some of the best colorways I think outside of this royal blue one, but the materials on them were a fake pebbled leather, like a fake tumble, you know what I mean? And it just didn't sit well with me. The original product was a smooth leather and I just didn't love it. So then they released the Billie Eilish renditions, which we also reviewed. Those ones were a lot better because they were smooth, but they were vegan leathers. So they kind of creased a little bit weird, you know what I mean? They had like kind of a weird shape. So did the other one. They had like this weird little slopey shape to the toe box area and stuff where it looked kind of like a banana. But this one, I don't know if they tweak things. I don't know if this is on purpose. I don't know if this is an accident. But when I saw these in person, I was like, so yeah, I just think that this right here is just the best version of the shoe yet. I'm telling you, I walked into the store, Phenom to be specific. They are available right now. If you're in the Sacramento area, you can grab them either there in store, you can grab them from their website. I don't know if they're everywhere else, but if you can't find a pair and you were interested, you can go to their website, links in the description. The outsole is something that they reuse from multiple different shoes, not just from the Air Jordan 3, but also the Nike Air Revolution, which actually dropped before the Air Jordan 3. It's kind of a similar story to the Air Jordan 4 and the Air Flight 89 and also the 89 Low, which we all know now as simply the Nike Air Flight 89, but there was a high top version, and then back in the day, the one that we currently get, like the mids, were originally dubbed Low. But either way, similar story where the Flight model actually came out before the Jordan model, and so which one came first, which one was the takedown? Are they even takedowns since they feature the same tech? I don't know. But I will say that this is not quite like that, just because this kind of is a reduction in tech compared to the Air Revolution and the Air Jordan 3, but they again feature the same outsole and it's a pretty one. Moving on up, the midsole is very interesting. The forefoot is completely encapsulated with this cup sole style of forefoot. Very, again, reminiscent of the Air Jordan 3, even got the stitching and stuff like that, but it's just more like elongated and all that stuff. But the midsole itself, similar tech. So the exposed portions of the midsole are polyurethane. Inside of the heel is an encapsulated air sole unit, but there is nothing in the forefoot. So that's where these definitely differ from the Air Revolution and the Air Jordan 3s. Those both had air in the forefoot encapsulated as well, with the visible air in the heel. The insole is this piece of shit. It's not very good, but I will say for it being a lighter color of ortholite, like it is fairly dense. I don't know if this is exactly ortholite. Sometimes when they use ortholites, it's actually branded with ortholite. Sometimes I believe they're using knockoff ortholites, and this might be one of those. Rude. But the graphic down there, I just really like it. It's old school. It's Nike basketball. It's what I feel like the brand should get back to. Now the materials are where this shoe right here in this particular colorway really set things off, in my opinion at least, compared to the other ones, because they are using the materials that I prefer. It's the nice smooth leather. On top of that, it's actually nice. It's thin cut. It reminds me of select Jordan 1s, specifically the lows. You know how sometimes like those are very soft? And this leather right here feels just like it. Like it feels like this is gonna be amazing to wear. They're gonna break in very quickly, at least the upper, the midsole, and the tooling, not so much. And yeah, I just really like the way that it looks. The only thing is like the back rear right here on the red colorway had like this really cool ribbed material. It kind of looked like corduroy. This is not that. This is actually just a synthetic nubuck. I don't know if this is original. The original catalog scans that we have are kind of like old, obviously. So like you just can't see all the details and stuff. So I'm sure I could Google it real quick. So maybe I'll do that. Hold on. From what I can see on these two images, this one is the white and reds. They clearly had that material in the back collar. This one, I can't tell if the image is messed up or the shoes are like really old, so the color's muted and stuff, but I can't tell if it's UNC, which I don't think that they did a UNC in these. I believe it's the original, you know, white and royals. And those look like they had that same material in this back collar area as well, which again, these guys do not. Something also that's missing, there's no Nike Air tag. That would have been cool. So that's the one thing that seems to be fairly different between this and say the original colorways, like the it previously released and the actual originals from the 80s. Are they super comfortable? That's where I'll give it a big no. They do feel very similar to Air Jordan 3s. So if you don't like this and you wanted to put in something that was different, that had a little bit more comfort into it, like built into it, then feel free. This is okay for me. My old legs feel just fine and stuff like this, but you know, I understand if somebody doesn't want to walk around in a brick. I will say that we do have some clouds coming up that we will be reviewing, and those were crazy comfortable. Anyways, back to the materials. All of the white leather that you see minus the tongue is actual leather, and it's all the really nice soft stuff. The tongue itself is a vinyl, so that's the only part that's a bummer. I will say it's a good thing that this tongue is cut so low because it's really firm right there, so that would be jabbing into your ankles and stuff in a very uncomfortable way. But I do really love that logo. It looks so cool. It's just a really cool, fun time way back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just really, really dope. Now the swoosh and that back collar that I was talking about earlier, those are synthetic materials. It's not genuine nubuck, it's synthetic nubuck. Again, not a deal breaker for me, but maybe it is for you. I'm just letting you guys know what's on here. They do have that 4-foot strap. Some of you guys might recognize this from previous Barkley shoes or different Force models, different trainers, and even the Jordan Legacy 312s. And yes, this strap is used on all kinds of shoes, so whichever one that they remind you of, feel free to let me know. But the little 3 eyelets right here, as well as the little eyelet at the collar, definitely reminiscent of plenty of shoes that they used this from back in the 80s, their Air Revolution, the Air Jordan 3, yada, yada, yada. It's on here too, and I just like it, man. On the back, you got the smallest Nike Air branding on there. This is such an awkward shape, like for the collar. Is it a mid? Is it a low? Who knows? All I know is that they fit true to size and they look awesome on feet. I do really like the red one and the white and black one as well. I just really didn't like the material treatments. And again, the Billie Eilish ones were a close purchase. I almost bought those every time I ran into them, but I was like, no, I don't love it. So I'm glad that I waited, because this one right here just, it gives me like a happy feeling. You know what I mean? And with that being said, what do we have for today's question of the day?
For $2 million, cooked any way that you choose, which would you rather eat, a vulture or a seagull?
I mean, does it matter? They're both birds. They both eat garbage.
Yeah, but one of them eats like dead garbage. The other one steals your food off the beach.
No, one of them literally eats garbage. The other one eats dead protein. And its stomach can handle it. Like, it's no different than a goat, I guess. You know, it's like the goat of birds.
Which one?
Either of them, I suppose, but like the goats just eat whatever. Like, they're down to eat literally whatever, and then people eat goats and stuff, right? Like,
yeah.
Honestly, you paying me $2 million, I'll eat either one. I'll give you that. Blindfold me. I don't give a. What did you say? Cooked any way you want?
Yeah, how are you having it cooked then?
I'm probably having it fried, like deep fried, crunchy. Make it a hot seagull sandwich instead of a hot chicken, you know, or a hot vulture. Sounds odd, but like, it could be good, you know? It's doused in flavors, so at the very least, there's that.
No, don't like that.
But anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. I hope you guys are enjoying the question of the day. I know that you guys are really participating in them, so you must be liking them. If you wanted to include your own question of the day, make sure that you leave it down below in the description box. Oops, nope, not that one. The other one, the comment section box. And if we don't pick your question, make sure that you just keep leaving it, man. If it's a good one, it's gonna make it in the video one of these days. Let us know what you think about these, the Alpha Force 88 in the royal blue original colorway. Do you think that they actually did do a good job with these? Do you think that this is the best one so far? Again, thank you so much for everything. We really appreciate you guys taking the time to spend with us every time we upload a video. We will catch you guys on the next one. So until then, have a good one.